I'm Craig Dilger. I'm the brewer and owner at Foulmouthed Brewing here in South Portland, Maine. We are a brew pub, so we are a full-service restaurant, and we have a 7-barrel brewery. I think my favorite thing about this business and the way that we run here is the creative outlet that it is. We are not running the same 6 beers, 1 beer, anything like that. In the first year, we made 46 unique recipes. And we're up into the 66, 67 now, gaining on 2 years. So we're repeating some of our beers with a little bit of regularity, but we're constantly introducing new beers and just getting to have fun and create new things.
Our guest of honor today, Elliot Cutler. Elliot, good to see you. You look very well rested.
I'm rested and not ready.
Not ready? Not ready for what?
That's what they said about I'm well. Sorry, I mean, what do you want me to say?
Cut. So Elliot, tell us, what have you been up to?
I'm trying to help Terry Hayes get elected governor, Maine's first woman governor.
Who has no primary.
Who has no primary. She's an independent. Yeah. She's the first independent elected to the state treasurer's job by both Republicans and Democrats in the legislature.
That's quite historic, actually. This must be an interesting time for you as you watch the debate going on around ranked choice voting, considering you were one of the actual innovators of the idea back in 2010, thereabouts?
2009 and 10, yeah.
And we voted in 16, and we're still dealing with it.
And we're still dealing with it. Ranked choice voting is a mechanism of voting that allows people to order their choices. So I'm going to say, you're my first choice, Dana's my second choice, Quincy's my third choice. And then when the ballots are counted, you work your way through the process by eliminating the third place finisher and reallocating those votes until you get a winner with more than 50%.
Yeah, that's the key.
And we haven't had one of those for how long, Dana?
Oh, actually, I think in Angus King's second term.
Second term.
But
he's the only one in the last 30, 40 years.
So is the hope that ranked choice voting would help us get candidates on both sides that are a little bit more moderate and represent the people a little bit more than they currently have?
Absolutely, and I think it's both the savior of democracy and frankly the savior of the political parties. They just don't seem to get it. I mean, it's amazing how they're behaving. Not only will it mean that we'll have more moderate elected officials, governors, state legislators who can work together, but the tenor of the campaigns is going to be better because you can't run in a ranked choice voting election and attack all of your opponents with negative advertising and expect people to vote for you.
Great point.
Yeah.
And here's an opportunity for Maine to lead, and we have these nincompoops in the legislature, and our Secretary of State, I can say it, and our Secretary of State, sort of standing in the way for reasons that make absolutely no sense whatsoever. It's much easier to get signatures on a petition, for example, for gun control, for taxes to pay for elder care for everybody in Maine. It's easier to get signatures on any of those petitions and then to get the votes on a referendum when the legislature has failed year after year over and over to grapple with those issues and deal with them.
Elliot, I would argue that that's the key. Tax policy, education policy, those are complex issues. They're not decided by a sound bite of 30 seconds.
I agree.
They need to be, if it's only incremental success, that's still a path forward. The methods that we have today with the referendum are oversimplified, driven by outside money and interest. I argue that is not in our best interest.
You're right. And so why does the legislature fail to come to grips with these problems? Because you've got people way over here
there you go.
And way over here because of the way our primaries work and our elections work and where the money comes from and where it goes, and nobody in the middle. That's what ranked choice voting, I think, will fix or help fix. And if we don't fix that, we're going to continue to be plagued by exactly what you just described.
That's his story, and he is sticking
brought it
to
full
it.
circle.
Yeah.
Hey, good job. We're on time here. So you're not
Do I
running.
get credit for that? Do I get credit
Gold
for being?
star.
You've had a lot of experience in your no.
Nice job.
Yeah, so we'll have you back because the
Oh,
decisions
thank
are
you.
still
Right.
allowed
Huge.
to be made. So,
Definitely.
So let's toast again.
Here.
During choice voting.
Cheers.
Good to see you.
Good to see you all.